My people, this is the full video between Temi Otedola and Mr. Eazi white wedding. Ladies and gentlemen, before I leave you guys with the video, or more, the people that attended that wedding, not be pete people. We're talking about people with high profile, people with dignity, billionaires, or more. People when PC their bank account said they don't even know how much they their account. Oh father or mother. Talking about the richest man in Africa, Dangote, Aliko Dangote said that Mr. Eazi has 80 companies. Jesus Christ. He said he has companies in 70 countries. Oh my God. That one, we know when they say you they draw, you the fresh, you know ocean. Water not the dry for them, but I saw the generation wet bill. I saw the generation, I saw they are wet won't just be. This is very good. Which means, and Dangote says something, and I want to throw more light on it. He said that no African musician when busy and they get business brain like Mr. Eazi. You understand me? You know, Mr. Eazi, apart from music, is an entrepreneur. The same thing with his wife. And according to Dangote, this Temi Otedola, he said that for time, no one just depend on his father. This thing, you know, want depend on her father wet like some people. Maybe they also say their parents don't get, they will just depend on their wedding. But this lady is not so. That is his wife. No man in their family, they are richer than Mr. Eazi. Mr. Eazi is just a musician. You they get my point. But he get this, you know, he get what they call this destiny of fitting. This destiny of fitting when people say no matter what. So now you'll find this guy. And I see person like Brother Shaggy still did the marriage too. I don't say Brother Shaggy go dey pray now. Say you don't say Brother Shaggy began interest for DJ Copy allegedly. You dey get my point. We still dey pray now God. You will do the one of Femi Otedola and Mr. Eazi. God, you still do one for me. You understand? So that is it. You can see billionaire. You don't see that day of the wedding. And this wedding was done like 2 months ago now, something like that. 2 months ago now, or a month ago. And no video, they did not release any video because camera were not allowed. All those false camera were not allowed, except only normal the camera they just invited. Normal, not be all those phone. They not turn on. You know, say guess what kind where did they turn out to content creation, turn out content. This one they were not allowed. That is the reason they marry so much. So see, person went there, and Dangote and other people. And Dangote say before, Dangote say get another wedding when they go, but this one ain't important. Oh father, oh brother. Oh, but that is it. You they get my point. And the marriage is blessed already. Why? Because Femi not say me go this Dangote daughters. I mean, Mr. Eazi wife. You not say me go look for one kind big man. You they get my point. Say he wants to marry. He say look, he just so find this man when you see he get vision. You they get my point. Anyways, let me leave you guys with the video. Just take a look at the video.
Destiny prevails. I'm extremely delighted to have you all here today to mark this memorable occasion. We miss Mrs. Ifeoma Akibade. May her gentle sorrow continue to rest in peace. God knows best. In 2017, precisely about 8 years ago, Temi said she wanted to introduce me to Tosin. I said, no problem, bring him. So he came, I saw his dreadlocks. I looked at him and I said, well, but something struck me that day. They call me the prophet, so I have that very strong intuition. Something struck me that I said, this is Temi's husband. 8 years after, the dream has come true. Congratulations. I must give credit to Nana, because when we had Temi, I was busy hustling, looking for money to look after them, and she sacrificed everything, all my bad habits, to make sure they were well looked after and spent every minute with them. Before I go on, I want to also most sincerely thank some of my special guests there, Anil and Ritidra, Shanka and Sinatu, Sunita, Mr. Tunde Folawiyo, Reni Folawiyo. 50 years ago, Tunde's late father was probably the richest man in Africa. Alhaji Chief Folawiyo. He opened my eyes to what we call today chop life. Tunde, thank you very much. Samad Rabio, I remember my junior brother is here, Temi. He went to the same school with Samad. I remember 50 years ago, Temi came back from Kano and said, "Hey, brother Femi, you know what?" I said, "What?" "There's one guy in our school, Mr. Samad Rabiu. He has a Honda car." "Honda, really?" I said, "Yes." His father bought him a Honda 50 years ago. Samad, I'm very proud of your success and your achievements. Today's chairman, Alhaji Aliko Dangote. When he was rounding up his speech, I thought he was going to say, "Okay, all these beautiful people here, I should give you all $10 million. We're 100 there. Ali, that would have cost you $1 billion out of $80 billion. You still have 79 left." 40 years ago, I used to, of course, know of a car they call a Rolls Royce. We were living on Adenio Gusau State. Aliko was living in Chilakakuzo. On Sundays, I would just take a walk. Of course, he didn't know me. I would take a walk to his house and look at the Rolls Royce. 40 years ago. Aliko, like I always tell you, you're the miracle man. God has used you to make Nigeria a great country. Temi, what I have in common with Temi is very spiritual. Extremely spiritual. Spiritual bond. This wedding, I can tell you for nothing. As well, they call me a prophet, is blessed. Blessed by God. I'll tell you 2 incidents why I'm saying it's blessed. We were going to have the engagement in Dubai, in my house in Dubai, and there was a war between Israel and Iran, and they fired a missile to Qatar 10 days before the wedding. And I thought of it. I was a bit worried. I said, "So it means we're going to cancel the engagement?" I said, "No, it will happen. We'll see how it's going to play out with God." And God said, "No, we're going to bless this." And it happened. This tent we are in, last week, I just saw a video. There was a storm and it blew away the whole tent. I said, "What?" A week to the wedding, I said, "Tosin, go and charter all the 747s in this world and let them bring you tents, whatever they're going to build. We must hold this ceremony today." And God, look at you. Can imagine if this had happened 2 days before. So this is blessed by God. I always go to Dubai. So this is the December 2.5 years ago. Temi called me, "Papa, what are you doing?" I said, "Papa, let's go to Dubai." So we got on the plane. We got to Dubai. There's this guy that has been showing me properties in Dubai for the last 15 years. I never bought. I go to Emirates, so I must have looked at least, I'm not exaggerating, at least 70 properties. I never bought any. So I now called up the guy, went to Dubai, like sightseeing. Let's see what's in the market. So we got to Dubai Hills. So we saw this beautiful house where we had the engagement. And Temi said to me, "Papa, I can have an engagement ceremony in this house. Why didn't you buy it?" That's what she said. She doesn't talk much, but very deep. Yeah. So I got home. I stepped over it. I said, I'm going to spend all this money on this house? Something else struck me that, come on, Femi, you know what? Money you don't spend is not yours. Life is for the living. So I called up the agent. I said, "Okay, I'll buy the house." So I bought it. 8 months ago, on the same street, the agent called me again that there was another house they just completed. I wanted to look at it. I said, "Why not?" So I went there, I looked at it. It's a beautiful house, but I have a house, of course. Then Temi came to visit me. Again, I said, "Temi, there's one house. Let's go look at it." I like looking at houses with Temi and copy and stuff. Temi said, "Papa, this house will be nice for our after party." I said, "You're very unserious." Anyway, to make our peace, I bought it. On the same street. So we had the after party there. Temi, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. You found a great guy. Very great guy, blessed guy. He's come from a very decent family. One thing I'll advise you, Temi, is you have to succumb to the whims and caprices of your husband. Okay? He's your husband, he's your boss. There's no more dad, don't call me up. So, one thing I like about both of you, and I've observed, is you're truly in love with each other. truly, truly in love with each other. Temi is an entrepreneur. Tosi is an entrepreneur. So you match each other. This is made in heaven. For Tosi, you're going to go places. I've seen the entrepreneurial skill in you. When we were much younger, we think we used to hustle, but not like your generation. Yeah, hustlers, real hustlers. And it's always paid off. Continue to love Temi. When you have issues, problems, just keep it within yourself. Never call any friend I have this problem. Just keep it within your walls. And God will bless you and bless your marriage. I thank you all, and I wish you safe travels back to where various places you've come from. God bless you all. I love you all. Thank you.
I think today really is a great day, and Iceland is a very special place. In fact, this is my first time here. I've traveled all over the world, but not Iceland. So Femi, thank you for for opening my eyes to come to Iceland. Actually, I've been sleeping since the time that I arrived here. I know this wedding really is so special. I had to cancel so many events to be here because Temi is a very, very special person to the family. And I think Tosin, you are very, very lucky that you have a great wife, somebody who is very, very entrepreneurial, somebody who really wants to be on her own right from childhood. Temi doesn't really want to count on her father's money. You know, when you have a father like Femi, you have to be tough. And I know you are tough, even though you are you always look very calm. But I know you are tough, and you should continue to make us proud. Tosin, you know, you are a part-time singer, but you are an entrepreneur. In fact, when I was with you guys yesterday, we did not talk about music. We always, we were just talking about business. 17 countries or 18 countries in Africa. I never knew that you had business in 18 countries in Africa, but I must really congratulate you for being a great guy, and we are really, really very, very proud of you. Femi is not really my friend only, he is my brother. Wherever I see me, you see Femi. So he's my very, very, very good friend and a brother also. And if there's any brother that I have, you know, that's not the same mother or father, that brother is Femi. So I'm really, really very delighted today. I know that Femi is the happiest person today on earth for really seeing Temi being married to Tosin. And I think Tosin, our daughter, is very, very lucky to have somebody like you, very calm. In fact, I don't know of any musician who is an entrepreneur, very calm, low-headed like you. So we thank God for your life. Knowing that the two of you are always very charming, very entrepreneurial, I'm sure in the next few years we will take a back seat and call you the richest people on earth. But really, honestly, I must really thank, as the chairman of this occasion, I must thank each and every one of you for having time to fly all the way. Iceland is not a normal place to visit. So obviously, most of us were actually, veered off to come down here. I mean, it took us, 8.5 hours from Nigeria. And from this reception, after making sure that everybody is happy, I'm flying straight to Miami for another wedding. But this is the most important wedding this year, and I think is the greatest wedding. I can't really imagine how Temi sat and designed all this. So Temi, thank you so much for making this place. I mean, you can see the scenery of the whole Disney. You can see clouds all over the mountains, and I think really this will be a very historic wedding. So thank you very much, Femi, for bringing out that big check to make sure that you make this our children very, very happy. And I'm sure you are going to have an amazing family. and I wish you all the very best. Wait, before I even say that, I want to advise something. Please, I know that you have a lot of friends, but once you get married, you draw friends, and now just be between two of you. Don't get your affairs, don't discuss your affairs with anybody. Whatever it is, sort it out within yourselves. And you've been together for a while, so I'm sure this will be the best wedding in town. So I wish you all the very best, and I'm sure within the next 1 year or so, I will give you a very big party for the first child coming on board. So you have to choose where we are going to celebrate that child, whether it's London, whether it's Iceland. Maybe you come back here. We don't know. Huh? Well, they said Greenland. Are you okay with that? USA. Wherever, maybe Miami. We'll go to Miami and just have fun and celebrate the new baby. So thank you very much all for coming, and I want to thank the Ajibade's family and my friend here, Mr. Femi, Otedola and Nana, for really allowing this union to happen. It's the greatest thing that has happened this year. So thank you very much indeed.